Stories for the Lonely.
Everyone avoided her, except one young woman. My family had lived in this neighborhood for over a year, yet somehow, we'd never spoken to an elderly woman named Letty, even though she lived just a few houses away. People said she was strange, unfriendly, and cold. On the rare occasions she left her house, she walked slowly with a cane, wearing the same stern expression. Everyone avoided her. Then one day, a young couple moved in from Denver. They became Letty's next-door neighbors. They heard the same rumors, but ignored them. The next morning, Ellie knocked on Letty's door with homemade bread and fresh fruit to say hello. From that day on, they visited often. Sometimes they shared tea, cooked soup together, or simply sat on her porch and listened. Little by little, the lonely old house seemed to come back to life. One day, I took my two boys to a neighborhood restaurant. To my surprise, Letty was there with Ellie and her husband. Letty looked cheerful and full of life sitting between them. We ended up having dinner together that night, and that's when I realized everything we'd heard about her was wrong. I learned the heartbreaking truth about Letty. Years earlier, she had lost her husband and both of her children in a terrible car accident. After that, she slowly shut herself off from the world. She wasn't cold. She wasn't strange. She was simply a woman who had been lonely for far too long. Before we left that evening, she gently held my children's hands and said,
Ellie and her husband brought warmth back into my home.
I promised I'd visit her soon, but life got busy. More than 4 months later, we finally went to see her. Too late. She had already passed away from a heart attack. At her quiet funeral, I stood there wondering why I had waited so long. I never got to keep the promise I made. Almost a year later, I ran into Ellie again at a fundraiser for lonely seniors. The organization was called the Letty Foundation. After the event, we had tea together. That's when Ellie emotionally told me a secret no one in the neighborhood knew. Letty wasn't just an elderly woman living alone in an old house. Her late husband had left behind a small fortune. But what surprised everyone most was that she had left most of it to Ellie and her husband. Along with her will was a handwritten letter. It said,
Thank you for bringing light back into my life. Please keep sharing that light with those who feel alone.
Ellie and her husband used the inheritance to create the Letty Foundation, not only to honor her memory, but to continue the kindness she believed could change lives. Because the truth is, you never know when a simple conversation, a shared meal, or just a few minutes of your time could remind someone they're not alone. And sometimes it changes yours too.